If we can disable the main drive cluster, we might be able to stop it.
Hold on.
Passing through 4 kilometers.
Sir, we're unable to catch up to that vessel. It's at full speed.
Roger that. Dorsal ventral, all weapons. Weapons released.
Good evening, Pioneer System. This is Radio Pioneer with updates from the Outer Reach. Tensions between the Phoenix Coalition and the First Fleet have reached a boiling point. Yes, that is right, it is wartime. Who would have seen that coming? Well, about 78% of you according to last week's poll. And you call us cons, warmongers. And now for what you've all been waiting for. For the very first time, the EFN Eternity's Advent is going to be in the public eye to assist at Malta. Yes, you heard that right. The Eternity's Advent. The ship of myth, of legend, and of so much more. Some of you will even get a chance to board her as she assists with the evacuation of Malta. Somehow I want to be a PKM civilian. That's a brand new phrase I never thought I would say. As such, we are asking our viewers to place a call into our station with their thoughts on the Eternity and to vote in our new poll on which ship has the best rear thruster bank. Alongside that, this station is offering a contest for the best picture of Eternity with a 50,000 credit reward to first place, 25,000 credits to second place, and 10,000 credits to third place. Let's get some pictures of that legendary ship, folks, so we all have something to look up to. But for now, some music. Stay safe, Pixies.
Captain Brock, I wish I could come with some better news.
What is it, Primus? As you imagine, things are quite precarious right now. And we're walking a fine line between all-out war.
It seems in your assistance and covering of the First Fleet pushes us very much close to what we claim to want to avoid.
I'm positioning the EFN forces to prevent escalation, Primus. You know damn well if the Riders and myself did not step in, CPR would be down the First Fleet's throat right now. As you likely would like to do yourself.
And is that so bad?
I mean, if you want to prevent the complete collapse into system-wide war, perhaps it is.
On that note, we have been trying to do exactly that. And unfortunately, in our exuberance, Captain Brock, a KU officer, leaked the information regarding the EDF, their plans, and the entire mission to Earth.
What?
There was an unauthorized attempt to use this information to broker a peace between the First Fleet and Phoenix Coalition.
You brokered a peace with the information, the only information, keeping the EFN relevant in this system?
I did nothing. It was my mistake, but it occurred unplanned in the moment. A unauthorized personnel did what she thought was right, but I stand by our decision. We are in try.
Do you not understand what you've done? You gave me your word, the legendary Khan word, that you would not do this. And everyone who knew of that event did so as well. The only leverage we have as a vessel in this system is that we represent a larger force from Earth. You knew the consequences of the coming war. Now we have nothing. You might as well have fucking attacked us outright.
Do not lecture.
Captain, I heard yelling.
God, close the fucking door. Why is that open?
Yeah, it's definitely yelling.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be in here, sir.
The cons ratted us out. They gave out our information about the EDF, the fall of the EFN, everything. The PXE, and who God knows who knows about it now.
Wait, what? What the actual fuck?
Like I said, close the fucking door!
Fuck! How? Who the fuck?
That was my words exactly.
Well, we're fucked.
That was my thoughts exactly.
Everyone's going to find out. And then, it would not be unlikely that most of the system turns on us. We'll be lucky if we get out alive. That's not even speaking of our ability to do anything afterward.
I know. It's all fucking crumbling down right now.
I'll be real with you, Captain. At this point, I don't see an out here.
Our days are numbered. I might have a single card to play. One final one. It might buy us a little bit of time, but everything is up in the air now. Am I transmitting?
Yes, sir.
Another one of these. Generals, admirals, and most importantly, you, the individual, the denizens of the Pioneer system. The EFN Eternity's Advent is the last of the EFN. The last operational vessel of the Earth Federal Navy. 1 month ago, Eternity's Advent and a Khan task force entered Earth-controlled space and confirmed what we always feared. The EFN and the Earth government have been overturned by a malicious, tyrannical force known, ironically, as the EDF, the Earth Defense Force. In our short time back in the cradle of humanity, we saw a military bent on conquest and destruction. You may not know this, but the First Fleet, the Pioneer system, was not the only system. In fact, we have gone on to create 10 more, all thriving under the protective wing of the Earth Federal Navy. That has changed. The EFN is gone. The tyrannical EDF force have decided enough is enough, and they are on a warpath. As far as I know, the Fourth Fleet system, once a jewel of the fleet system, that has changed. The EFN is gone, and with it the Fourth Fleet system and millions or so of inhabitants gone. Another fleet system, the 11th, the Wolf system, one much like yours, with the same tenacity and love for that freedom that you hold. We at the EFN fought for her, bled for her, and so many, too many, died for her. That has changed. The EFN is gone. And with it, the 11th Fleet system is on the brink of being overrun by this EDF force. Pioneer system, you're wondering why I'm telling you this now. Well, in fact, I didn't want to tell you. Our ability to prepare and to unite the system for this threat was best accomplished with a tale of us being first of many. And under that guise, we have worked day and night, week after week, month after month, and now year after year to stabilize this system. It hasn't been pretty. We are small, we are insignificant. But as many of you know, we are not weak. Unfortunately, the secret is now out. A alleged ally burned our last card, our last chip, and we must go public with this information. Now, it is in your hands. We no longer can work behind the scenes. So here we stand, laid bare before you. But our mission still remains the same, unchanged. Prepare the Pioneer system for the day of reckoning. Cease comms.
Comms are silent. Good speech, Captain.
You always say that.
Sir, I mean it this time.
Yeah, thanks. Wait, this time?
You've put the burden back on the factions to prevent war, and positioned us as working towards saving the Pioneer system from the Earth Defense Force.
Assuming they believe us.
Some will, some won't. But for once, the con leaking helps add credence to this story.
That is actually, it's a good point. I'm still killing the Primus, though.
What?
That was a joke, Petty Officer. I'm not actually killing a public figure.
Ignoring the dreadful fact that First and Phoenix, or PXC, whatever they're called now, are going to fight, someone's used that info as a bargaining chip?
Don't let imminent demise distract Pioneer's favorite pastime. War.
It's impressive how little I understand of what's going on here.
Shut up, Wesley. Focus on flying. Let us do the thinking.
The overthinking.
Nothing changed for me. I repair all the captain's fuck-ups, and with that, the captain fucks up everyone.
We could just disappear onto a planet, just, like, not get involved. There's a good chance most of the system doesn't want us around. Let them get killed by the EDF. If they don't want our help, why force it? We have the planetary purifier, after all.
No. Shit. We turn into a whiskey distillery. Sorry, Captain. Our reserves were running low, and we're...
No, Dom, we're not going to be running. And in fact, we're going to be working harder than ever. And often, Chief, about that whiskey distillery. That
Yeah?
used to be a critical component of our ability to function on planets. You know that, right?
Yes, sir. I change it right back. Anyway.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, never mind. Never mind. You move it next to the moonshine facility. Yes, I know about that one too. We're gonna need a lot in the coming days to survive this mentally.
Oh, yes, sir.
What have I done?
What did I say? The fucking cons, they never change. When are the writers going to realize?
Captain, sir, the cons are hailing us.
It was allegedly a fuck-up. Fuck-up Primus didn't seem too worried about.
Once a con, always a con.
So much for that word of a con, eh, Vera?
Can't blame you for being disappointed, sir. I'm just as disappointed as you.
Captain, you sound very tired. I think I have the right thing.
Yeah, you have any more of that chicken noodle soup?
I think I do. And in fact, I just discovered something. It's called MSG?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a big bowl of that. I need a fucking break.
Captain, the cons are hailing us again.
I bet they are. XO, do you enjoy repeating yourself?
No, sir.
Alright, I didn't think so. Figured. Let it go to voicemail.
We don't have a voicemail, Captain.
I guess we don't. Shame.
Do you still want to assist with screening and assisting the evacuation for the Phoenix First War?
Yeah, we'll go do that too. As much as I hate the system right now. Mallard, can you handle the preparations for the civilian evacuation?
Understood, sir. We'll get on that right now.
Thank you. I'll take that soup when you got it. I'm taking a break. As you were, gentlemen.
I'm gonna get
Wait,
the kerosene for you.
We genuinely don't have a voicemail?
Captain Brock, we're approaching. 20 minutes out.
Yeah, I'll be right there. Oh, holy shit. I'm being ambushed.
Yeah, sir, we need to talk.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's important, sir. We're a bit worried.
Sure. Walk with me. You have it till I make it to the bridge.
Right. Sir, a core tenet of being a con is honor. It's been touch and go for a bit, but I've always assumed the cons were acting with honor and their best interests for the con and her allies. For lack of a better term, whichever con was responsible for this, they messed up. And I swear to you, they know it. They must repay a blood debt.
Assuming they view this as a transgression.
I'm sure they do. Even if they changed tenfold while I was gone, I would still believe that to be true.
We don't view this lightly. We're devastated. This is not the cons we left.
Would you stop using we?
Sir, frankly, I wasn't on board with the concept of the KU being the KE in disguise. We fought a civil war over it. I left the cons knowing in my heart of hearts that what I left behind was truly the KU, bent on a better future. I now believe that I was mistaken. If this really went down as the Primus stated, then the Khan I fought for no longer exists. And your worst fears very well may be true. As far as we're concerned, the Khans are one step away from being a legitimate enemy, or maybe they already are.
Would you stop speaking for the rest of us? Captain, the Khan's messed up, but we can't just condemn them all.
The Primus signed off of them.
The Primus represents the Khan clans, but he isn't all of them, not since the shift. I'm sure right now there's internal division over this. If the EFN keeps pushing away, they'll have no choice but to go down the path you subscribe them to.
They're not animals, Vera. They don't need to be coddled. They can make their own choices. Their actions represent them.
Their actions don't represent all of them.
That's how this is how the real life works, Vera. Pretty sure most of the Khans in the belt want to be left alone, but enough of their leadership, the ones that make the choices, the military, those did things that I had to attack, to fight. I'm not saying in this situation the Khans are doomed, but damn, it feels like enough of their leadership may very well be. That's enough, gentlemen. We have a task to do.
Vera, how can you believe...
Shut up, Marcus.
All of you. Vera, you're a Khan, right?
Of course.
Marcus, how about you?
Regrettably.
Mekra?
Of course I am.
All of you are obviously very worried about the direction the Khans are taking.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's worrying, I'll admit it.
Wrong. You guys need to shed your old life right now. You are EFN until I or another senior officer says otherwise. Stop worrying about the Khans. I worry about the Khans. Ace worries about the Khans. Maybe even Mallard sometimes worries about the Khans. You worry about your duties and your action stations on this vessel. You worry if the oil in your fighter is leaking. You worry if the reverse osmosis machine is going to give out. You worry about if you're spending enough time in the simulator. But most of all, you worry about being worthy of those that came before you. You worry about letting those down beside you. That is all you worry about. Because you do not have enough room to worry about a single other thing. That is all.
Aye, sir.
Hey, fam.
Oh,
What the...
Captain,
Mallard?
how are you so confident?
Hey, honestly, I'm not, but, you know, being a captain and stuff.
How does it feel? I mean, the last war, it meant nothing. Absolutely nothing. Again.
I hate to say you're hyperbolic, but, man, it does feel like we're back at square one. Actually, scratch that. Probably 5 steps back.
It's ridiculous. The system, it's a shithole.
What?
Sorry for my language, sir, but all that the CDF built is gone. And those that rose from the ashes are going against all that we stood for. Not only that, but the EFN also, to put it lightly,
Is fucked.
yes, sir. That.
Well, Mallard, we have our mission here today. Let's do that. And then we'll come up with something else to do, and we'll do that. One step forward, one at a time, and hopefully at some point a miracle happens. I think a lot of time has passed. Get to your action stations, Commander. I think we're visiting your old home.
Understood. Let's see what state I left it in.
Roger that. How's the preparations? We ready to take on way too many damn civilians?
Looking like it, sir.
Hey, Chief. How's it going?
As usual shit.
Ah, yes. I can tell when Chief's actually in a good mood because he's angry. Because when the Chief is really angry, there's just dead people everywhere. And I don't see any dead people, so I think we're doing all right.
Oh,
Indeed,
I
sir.
can fix that if you want that.
Put a pin in it. We may need to do a lot of killing at this rate. Have we gotten
Can
any...
I see Malta before you kill me, Chief?
Oh, don't you worry. I always sleep with a gun. I have a gun with me at all times.
Chief, with
I'm
respect...
gonna ignore the fact that that, like, breaks all of our regulations, and, we'll carry on.
Actually, no. When you lost a little bit of your insanity.
I don't think you've lost any bit of your insanity, Chief.
I just gained more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's sober right now. We might want to get him drunk.
That's bad. That's very bad.
I mean, Mallard's still alive, so maybe that's a good sign. Mallard's
Okay.
like our weather rock of Dolphins. Did I just watch a fucking person whiz by?
I haven't seen the.
I must be seeing
Are you
things.
seeing
I'm
ghosts,
getting
sir?
really tired. Yeah,
You're
no, don't
seeing
worry
ghosts.
about it. I don't.
What the
don't
hell
worry.
did you just yep?
Nothing.
I'm not sure what's scarier, his real face or the smiley face.
Yes.
Jump complete, sir.
20 clicks out.
Roger that. Weapons, can I get a double check on all weapons? Let's not blow up our friends by accident, but as you said, Vera, let's also make sure we're ready to tango if this ends up being a trap. Helm,
Weapons are
continue
all
all
loaded
head
right
full.
now?
I got the con.
Aye, sir. All head full.
Primary weapons report ready.
Acknowledged.
Secondaries report ready and cold.
Thank you. Stay as you goes, gentlemen. Just another day in the office of complete sleep deprivation and back-to-back missions. You know, the irony is I could prevent all of this from happening by just having us in a position, but, you know, I love self-flagellation. What can I say?
The one thing you love more is getting ass raped, apparently.
He needs drink. Desperately.
Exo, can you move the chief out of the bridge that's being live-streamed to a live audience?
Yes, sir.
With
Chief,
TOSs about using that exact word.
Chief, sensitive words. No saying that. No saying that on Twitch.
Sir, there's a,
Oh, eyes on.
exactly.
Helm steady as she goes. We probably have the right of way here.
So yes, sir. I've targeted just above the station to avoid conflict with the other ships.
Roger that. Dorsal ventral shift batteries. Hard left. Let's not make anyone nervous.
I think you cancelled the wrong one, sir.
Did I get what?
The wrong battleship, sir. In fact,
Is that a battleship?
That's the exact same battleship that you.
No,
well,
you're not.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The Phoenix built
Harbinger.
the ship. I prevented you from.
Yeah.
Uh,
Foresight, but too
Mallard,
early.
Mallard, are you sure the battleship project was canceled?
I
Or
mean,
did it just sit in the docks incomplete?
whoa. Where do you think two heavy cruisers, one of which is now a pile of debris in orbit of this station, came from? That we took it apart. I had bigger problems than fighting Eternity again.
This is Commodore M. Guy of Malta Security, hailing the EFN Eternity's advent. Please respond.
I'll take this one, Exo.
Yes, sir.
This is EFN Eternity Actual to Malta Security. We're pulling alongside. Is that to your liking?
Correct. That is to your liking. Maintain distance of about 500 meters to prevent collision.
Acknowledged. We're pulling alongside 500 meters to prevent collision. We will beginning evacuation expedited.
Understood. I am the 2IC of this operation. Our 1IC is Rear Admiral Sen.
Eternity Actual copies.
Definitely done something to it, but good to see it at least in relatively one piece. Shame that someone's already planning to shoot at it again.
Ah, it's your best friend, the First Fleet.
Yeah.
Exo, get us to that 12 o'clock position. You have the con.
Looking better than the last time I saw her.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Nothing.
That took me a
Dang
second.
Eternity, this is Malta Actual. Are you in position?
Acknowledged. We are in position now. We need about 2 minutes to prep for civilian evacuation. Stand by.
Understood. Understood. Are small grids coming aboard Malta?
Negative. I assume you are bringing crafts to, civilians to us?
Correct.
Acknowledged. We will inform you when we're ready to embark civilians.
That's a terrible paint scheme.
EXO, get Mother to depart 2 fighters. Let's push a combat air patrol out 10 kilometers.
Yes, sir.
This is Eternity to Malta Station. Come in, Malta Station.
Malta responds.
I appreciate you removing your defensive force from Malta. That alleviates a lot of our stress. If you don't mind, we're going to be pushing out our cap to 10 kilometers. Is this acceptable?
Pushing out capped. I'm unfamiliar with said term.
Combat air patrol.
Understood. Malta copies and accepts.
Roger that. EXO, you're cleared. Do it.
With the current hangar parking, I think it'll be entertaining to watch them take off.
Roger that, Hanger. Have them begin 2-kilometer patrol around the station.
Roger that. Hanger out.
Sir, unknown contact at 3/4 impulse on direct course for Malta.
Yeah, roger that. Malta, come in.
Malta responds.
We are getting an unknown contact bearing in on Malta at 3/4 impulse. We believe it's on a direct course with Malta. Is this one of your guys?
We have I do not have anything on my scans, nor do we have anything planned for today. All our ships are either on long-range patrol in the tile or prepping for defense against First Fleet.
Represent the Pioneer Freedom Front and the people of this system. After the CDF Rider War, we thought peace would finally come. After the Belt War, we thought peace would finally come. After the Riders left us to die, we thought peace would finally come. When we established former powers to rule for us, we thought peace would finally come. No. All of that is a joke, a facade. We see past the veil, the lies. Malta is an affront to this very fact. Once a refugee for civilians, now a staging ground for an avoidable war. You have roughly 10 minutes to evacuate Malta before this vessel impacts. We will disembark all civilians on board before impact. Do not interfere. This attack will be the first of many. Our demands will follow.
What the fuck was that? Malta, did you get that?
Unknown. Malta is launching fighters.
Roger that. Ace, push out the cap to 10 kilometers.
Yes, sir.
Do we have a bearing on that yet, Vera?
Negative. Still trying to resolve it now.
EXO, did you catch that? A vessel on a collision course with Malta?
Yes, sir. I heard the whole thing. I got it recorded.
I'm getting bad vibes here. Set general quarters.
Yes, sir.
This is EFN Eternity Actual to Malta. Come in.
Malta responds.
Advise, what do you want us to do? We are off the port side of Malta. We're ready to act.
Keep your superior sensors at max capacity. We will be moving civilians to your ship as soon as possible, sir.
Acknowledged. Did he say 10 minutes? There's a very good chance we do not have that time. This evacuation was meant to take hours.
Understood. We will move as fast as we can. Rear Admiral Sen has ordered me to tell you that PXC would rather intercept it than you, so you guys can gather more civilians.
Roger that. Do you have a QRF in Brow?
We have fighters.
I hope you know what you're doing. Eternity copies, we're standing by.
The hell do they think they're going to do with fighters?
I don't know. This is their shindig. This is their station, but... Can I get a 0 on guns for 5,000, please?
0 on guns.
Sir, will I prep hangar for retrieval, or are we going to intercept?
When Malta reports ready, we will be receiving civilians. I don't imagine they're ready to empty that entire station in 5 minutes. We have to deal with this threat.
EFF safe travels. About 180, bearing 185.
Roger that. Eyes on. Helm, bring nose to bear on PFF, Ox, safe travels.
Those
EFN
there.
actual to Malta. Come in, Malta.
Malta responds.
We are data linking you a unknown vessel where the signal came from. Designate CR1, safe travels. Bearing approximately 180 off of Malta. Distance, 40 kilometers. We once again recommend we intercept that. This represents an unviable threat coming towards Malta. We will not be able to evacuate Malta in time.
Malta understands. Captain Rear Admiral Sen appears to have taken the small grid wing to intercept.
Command, this is Anger.
Stand by, hangar. EFN copies. We're standing by for now.
That was
Go for
Tom
hangar.
on safe travels.
Fighters report PFF, safe travels. Closing in 40 kilometers.
Roger that. We have eyes on as well. For now, tell the fighters to follow the PXE fighters and to assist if required. For now, hang back though.
Roger that, sir. Hangar out.
Yes, sir.
This is EFN Attorneys Actual to Malta. Come in, Malta.
Malta responds.
You heard the message. This guy is on a one-way journey. We need to do something, and we need to do it now. Time window is closing rapidly. We will not have all the people on board from Malta. Not even a tenth of them. XO, you have the con. Bring us to 10 kilometers displacement from that target. Come to an all-stop.
Yes, sir. Captain Brock.
Yeah.
We are just outside of 10-kilometer range. We have matched velocity with the target. Nose on.
Match towards or backwards? Or we're maintaining 10?
Backwards.
Roger that. Close to visual range, 5,000, then continue matching velocity. Good job, XO.
Didn't the broadcast say the ship would be unmanned?
No.
No, it sounded like they were gonna throw civs out the door.
Security to EFN Eternity's Advent, please respond.
This is EFN Attorney's Advent. Go.
Eternity, if that ship does not stop before it reaches 7 kilometers of Malta, feel free to blow it up.
That's
Passing
not enough
for
time.
15
I repeat,
kilometers.
that is not enough time. Our weapons will not be effective against something that large in that short amount of time. If that is traveling at full impulse, 7 kilometers only represents a minute at most. Vera, what's the distance to target right now?
Passing through. It just passed through 15 kilometers.
Malta, be advised, we need to act very soon.
Range to eternity is increasing on safe travels.
We're drifting backwards, yeah.
They're rapidly closing on us.
XO, I'm not in a mood to blow up a civilian ship, are you?
No, sir.
Well,
Dorsal reports explosions on safe travels.
XO, I have the con. Helm, all ahead full, pull alongside the vessel.
All ahead full, pull alongside.
Actually, belay them. 180, hold position.
180, hold position.
Fuck. Alright, Helm, stand by. As it passes, you're
Standing
gonna go.
by.
Cease fire! What are you doing? Pull alongside, Helm. Pull alongside.
Pulling alongside.
All weapons are offline.
Roger that. Mallard, keep an eye out on those guys. We're not going to be blowing up civilians. Not on my watch. Helm, all ahead full, pull alongside. Dampeners on.
Dampeners on, pull alongside.
Fuck, Malta's getting real close. Dorsal ventral, stand by the fire.
This might be
Kmax,
crazy,
we're
but
drifting
hopefully-
off. Get to that thing now.
primary confirm that our primaries are active.
Eternity's at full speed, sir.
If we can
Roger
disable the main drive cluster, we might be able to stop it.
Hold on. This is going to be really fucking close.
Eternity's Advent, this is Malta Security. There are no confirmed civilians on board.
Passing through 4 kilometers.
Sir, we're unable to catch up to that vessel. It's at full speed.
Roger that. Dorsal ventral, all weapons. Weapons released.
Confirm firing.
Damn it!
Explosion. Plasma shot.
Kicker secondaries on.
Confirm.
She's veering off.
Reaction.
Captain, I think she's gonna miss.
Keep firing, keep firing. Watch your fire. Roger that, she missed. Eternity, veer off, cease fire.
Veering off.
Vessel is dead.
XO, send our fighters there now. Do a battle damage assessment.
Yes, sir.
XO, you have the con. I'm prepping an away team. Let's see if there's any survivors.